Buffalo Bills admit to a new hybrid offense. Brandon Beane specifically calling it an 11.5 personnel package, blurring the line between 11 and 12 personnel, and one player specifically that is going to change things is Dalton Kincaid, but the Bills were way on their way of doing this even before drafting Kincaid. Welcome to my channel, Bills News Consolidated. We got to discuss what is going on with this offense, the evolution of Ken Dorsey, Aaron Cromer, Damian Harris, Latavius Murray, Nyheim Hines, James Cook, and all these wide receivers that the Buffalo Bills are going to deploy here in 2023. We have to understand as Bills fans the difference between 11 personnel and 12 personnel. When you take a look at different personnel packages, normally the 12 personnel package, a 2 tight end set, normally that tight end is hugged on the line of scrimmage. You know, it's not normal for a tight end to be out wide or in the slot position. And that's where Dalton Kincaid comes in, because you can roll out there with Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox on the field, and technically that would be 12 personnel, but Kincaid can line up in the slot position. And when you hear Brandon Beane specifically stating Cole Beasley, he's going to have that Cole Beasley type feel in the slot position. The Buffalo Bills have a mixture of guys that are going to be playing slot and focusing in on the slot based on matchups on a weekly basis. So Dalton Kincaid being that physical type slot tight end hybrid wide receiver, blurring the line between 11 personnel when you have 3 wide receivers, 1 running back. You know, I really think Dalton Kincaid, depending on how teams play him, could really mix and match things up. So the Bills could come out in technical 12 personnel with Dalton Kincaid right along Deion Dawkins or Spencer Brown right on that line of scrimmage, and then shift him out wide into the slot, or vice versa. Dalton Kincaid can come out starting the play in slot, and then we could shift him into the line of scrimmage, calling for maybe even pass blocking or more run blocking for the Buffalo Bills. So the Buffalo Bills last year, in order for us to get in between the two, the 11 personnel and 12 personnel, we basically had to substitute players on this team. And we kind of saw it with Khalil Shakir. You know, Khalil Shakir being a more physical type slot wide receiver, used in a lot of run blocking downs for Bills Mafia last year. Not a lot of targets, but was really utilized when the Bills came out in 3 wide receiver sets. Khalil Shakir was going out seeking and blocking, right? So I really believe Dalton Kincaid is going to be that element for the Buffalo Bills, lining up in slot, motioning into the line of scrimmage, or vice versa, as well as just being a great feel, big target, wide receiver, hybrid tight end for the Bills. You look at Quentin Morris last year, a 26% snap count for the Bills. Quentin Morris, 6'2", Kincaid, 6'4", much bigger. Kincaid is a better blocker than Quentin Morris. Plus, he has better route running skills. He's got better hands. He's got a bigger catch radius. So I really think Dalton Kincaid is a definite upgrade for Bills Mafia, is an upgrade to Quentin Morris on this team, not only from a receiving aspect, but even from a blocking aspect. So let's just say the Bills get into this game and they have a player to match up against Dalton Kincaid. Keep in mind, we got Stephon Diggs, right? They might be double covering Stephon Diggs. Kincaid's one-on-one. Gabe Davis is a one-on-one. Ken Dorsey has to find the person that's open. Josh Allen needs to find the person that's open, and we need to exploit it. But let's just say that person in this 11.5 hybrid offense, Dalton Kincaid, has a tough matchup, and it's a more physical style linebacker safety. He's tall. He's beating Kincaid in the game. Well, guess what else? The Buffalo Bills have a smaller guy like Deontay Hardy, faster, more explosive Isaiah McKenzie, one of the best wide receivers statistically in 2021, and he had Trevor Siemian as a quarterback. He had Jameson Winston as a quarterback. The potential of Deontay Hardy and his run after catch ability, his yards per catch is just nearly double Isaiah McKenzie. So you take a guy like Dalton Kincaid, who maybe meets his match depending on who we're going against on a weekly basis. Well, you know what? Ken Dorsey reacts, and we throw out Deontay Hardy, a speed demon type. We see what they have against Deontay Hardy. Maybe they don't have a player. So we're starting to see what the 11.5 hybrid offense scheme could really do for the Buffalo Bills. You know, you go out there with Dalton Kincaid, you see how they're going to play and react to that. You test the players out, you see the matchups, and then you roll out a Deontay Hardy in the slot, a Khalil Shakir in the slot, even Trent Sherfield in the slot, all bringing different skill sets and body types to this slot position. Right, Dalton Kincaid, we know, tall, physical, heavy, tight end that can help out in blocking. Trent Sherfield at 6'1", 220 pounds, surprisingly fast and physical for his size. He can come in there a little bit more physical than Khalil Shakir. He can come in and even run that 11.5 hybrid offense for the Bills. Those crackback blocks, right? Bills and teams thinking that we're in a 3 wide receiver set, but Trent Sherfield acting like a tight end at times in this scheme could very well happen. And then Khalil Shakir blocking last year. Check out my game film study review on the channel here. You guys will see Khalil Shakir balling out of control, blocking in the slot. And then again, Deontay Hardy just bringing another piece for Ken Dorsey to mix and match. So no matter where you look, no matter who we play on a weekly basis, there is going to be a skill set and body type at the Buffalo Bills slot wide receiver position to totally dominate and find creases in the opposing defenses. This 11.5 evolution has had to happen over the course of a year. Ken Dorsey being a first-time offensive coordinator last year, Aaron Kromer coming back to the Buffalo Bills, but technically his first year with the Buffalo Bills, and then also all the missing pieces that we had last year. Jamison Crowder, honestly known to be one of the best slot wide receivers in the NFL, goes down with an injury early last year for the Bills. And just a lot. Josh Allen injuring his elbow again. Gabe Davis getting injured. Spencer Brown being injured. Just a lot went on with the Buffalo Bills. And I really believe Josh Allen and this new hybrid offense, this 11.5 personnel scheme, blurring the line between 11 and 12 personnel is exactly what the Buffalo Bills needed to do. And you deploy this running attack with Latavius Murray, Damian Harris being those physical style runners, but different type skill sets too. You know, and I really love it. Like Damian Harris refuses to go down and just physical in that sense. And then Latavius Murray will just bury you, putting his face right into the thick of things. And then Nyheim Hines and James Cook, those scat back type running backs, absolutely huge. This offense is a nightmare. I cannot wait to see what the 2023 season presents. If you guys enjoyed this video, I'd really, really appreciate it. Hit like, subscribe. All my viewers here, 82% of you are not subscribed, so please subscribe. You know, really help me continuing with this channel. But go Bills!